Hello everybody, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today, I'm going to show you how to draw Ursula from the Little Mermaid. So, let's get started. Hello cartooners, welcome back. I've been getting lots of requests to draw more of the Disney villains. I've been getting a bunch of requests for Ursula specifically, so let's finally get down to Ursula. Okay, so when I draw Ursula, and I'm drawing her whole body here, I first need to make sure that I'm giving plenty of space. Now, fortunately, in Ursula's case, we don't have to deal with legs. So we've got a little advantage there. So I've got a circle here, and I've got like an egg shape or an oval here, right? And then that vertical axis goes all the way down. The horizontal will be low on that circle, just like that. That way, I can keep that head shape looking good and healthy. Now, in the position I'm referring to, I'm going to have her head facing this way, her eyes will be facing that way, and so will her body. So I'm going to throw in an action line like so. I'm going to throw the elbows up here, and let's see if the upper chest area is like that, then we're going to throw in her body like so. I'm going to throw one arm on her hips like this. So let's and the other one, the shoulder will be down. She'll be doing a why me pose, right? Okay. So now we've got that going on. Let's dive into the head. So with Ursula, got to make sure that we don't make her ugly, right? She's not ugly by any stretch. I mean, she's not somebody I'd take home to meet mom and dad, but that's more of her personality than anything else. So we've got her eyes, and they're going to be shaped like this. So they'd be kind of like egg shapes in a way. And then she's got this very tiny, insignificant nose that just kind of comes down here like that. It plays off of her shape for everything else. So I'm giving her the laugh lines here off her nose and her cheeks. And the cheek will end here like that. And then from the corners of her eyes, I'm going to come down and very lightly throw in a smile shape like that. Now, Ursula is very boisterous. She has a lot to say and some great big singing pipes. So we want to give her a nice big mouth. And then a little chin. And then once we have that in there, we can have fun with her form. Ursula is not a little girl by any stretch. She's she even admits that she wastes away doing nothing on her throne. So she's gained some weight. I'd be very curious to see what she would have been like if she stayed living in the palace, but she was exiled, and this is what's happened to her. So we've got this really cool, like, late 80s women's hairdo. So we want to come up here with tufts of hair. We've got this cool, like almost like campfire shape here. And it goes all around her head here. It all comes up into the top here. Okay. Her ears go right in here. And she has these cool, like, seashell earrings. They're like, almost like cones a little bit. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to erase a lot of these stray lines so that I don't confuse you, and I'm going to go over them again here. I had the rare privilege of getting to meet Ruben Aquino, who was the supervising animator of Ursula. He's been working for the studio for many, many years. His work is gorgeous. He happened to be in on an art class at the studio at the time. They were learning how to sculpt from one of the maquette sculptors, and they were on a break. So I was introduced to him, and I let him know I was a big fan. And I brought out a book, and I asked if he wouldn't mind signing it. He was pleased to do it. He saw the book. He knew about the book, but he never looked through it. So he was thumbing through the pages, and he didn't see any animation drawings that he worked on. He had seen some of his in-betweeners drawings, but nothing that he had done. So he had apologized and asked if he wouldn't mind drawing a character inside the margin. And I was speechless. I said, yeah, please, that would be great. So it was a art of animation book. It had covered a lot of the history of Disney animation in it, but it was the second half of the book was talking about Beauty and the Beast. Well, he was the supervising animator of Maurice, Belle's father. So he drew a special drawing of Maurice in the margins, and he signed it, "Best wishes, Ruben Aquino." You've got the kids who look up to the big baseball players of today, and they hand them their baseball cards for a signature. Well, this book was my baseball card, and I still have it today. I keep it away from people so they don't ruin it. So awesome. Anyway, that's my Ruben Aquino story. Hope I didn't bore you with it. And let's reposition things a little bit here. A little bit. Now the squid body comes up into the formation of like an evening gown, right? So we gotta make sure that evening gown goes all the way around to the back, to her backside. And let's throw in those arms. So if you really want to study different people's arms, it's always a good idea to have your sketchbook handy. And if it's grandma, or if it's an aunt, or a teacher, just make sure they don't mind you sketching them. Try not to offend them by pointing out, the reason you're studying how everything works here. Okay, yep, that's what I wanted to do. Now this arm, it's coming up from behind, and we're going to have fingers coming off of it like so. Oh God, what is... Let's do this again. I've got a hand here, and I just want to make sure that it goes in nicely here. Throw in that necklace again here, like that. That's better. So not only is this squid part of the body, but it also has to act like the dress. So we're going to give a little bit of a bend to the fabric of the dress. And let's give her some tentacles. Sometimes I just like to feel it out. I'm using reference this time, so I have a reference to how it's supposed to go. So we've got one. Now there is a lot of confusion about Ursula. A lot of people think she's an octopus. She is not an octopus. She has 6 tentacles, which makes her a squid. So it's going to swirl around the front here, and then it's going to... Yeah. And then we've got another one that's going to... So that's 3. We need 3 more. But you also have to remember that you don't want to draw all 3. If you draw all 6, then what's supporting her backside? So we're going to stop it at 5. But we're going to have that 5th one, kind of like this one, coming from behind. Okay? Yeah. So now I've got to do some darken lines here. She's a lot of fun to draw because not only does the front of her gown, the top of her gown, look like it has to look like an evening gown, but you've got to remember that she has the bottom part of these tentacles. So you've got this purple side, or a purple underside rather, and it has all those suction cups to them. It's kind of... Yeah, let's just... Okay. So let's throw some of those in here. Okay. Well, guys, this drawing was a lot of fun for me. I love drawing the villains. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. I have a playlist right here on how to draw other characters like this, so maybe something else will catch your eye and you'll want to draw with me some more. Guys, I want to thank you so much for drawing with me today, and until the next video, we'll see you later.